This video will show you how to complete page 2, problems 31 and 32 out of your math book. So on this lesson, we read through this, and it says units of length can be placed one after another in a line to find a measure of an object's length. Today you will look at how to compose, which means put together different lengths to create a new total length. Crossing the tightrope. So here was the example that we dealt with in class, and it had to do with Cecil, an acrobat. Cecil is an acrobat in a local circus. His job is to move across the tightrope from point A to point B while blindfolded. He can only move using the distances that you tell him to move in your instructions. He needs to reach the end of the tightrope at point B to take his bow and go down the ladder. Assume the platform on both sides of the tightrope extends indefinitely. It has no end, so that's why I added little old arrows right there. Cecil may go past the ladder. However, if he does, make sure he turns around and goes back toward the ladder. And again, he's also allowed to go this way and then turn around and go back toward that ladder. So your task in class today was to work with your team to find different combinations of the lengths given in parts A through E that will allow Cecil to move from point A and end at point B. Okay, and you can use each of the length as many times as you like. So we wanted you to go to this website on your Chromebook. Right there, just go to Google, and I want you to just Google Cecil, CPM, and it should come up as probably the first search on there. And that's what the students in class today used as a resource. Okay, so right here, you'll see there's Cecil right there, and it gives you these length options right here to use, and our whole goal is to get him to start here or go from here to here. Okay, so he's allowed to go this way and then forward and then keep going. He can go past it and then end up right there. You may need to zoom out on your Chromebook if you can't see the entire screen. And to do that, you would just press Control minus. And let's go ahead and get started. So what I would do is I would go to get 24. If it doesn't say 24 as the length over here on the left, you would choose the puzzle, select 24. And let's start with, I'll go -2 plus 2 plus 10 plus 10. So that puts me right there, and I'll go plus 8, and I'll do plus a -4. Okay? So you'll see when I press play, Cecil will be walking on the tightrope, and it was successful. If it wasn't successful, then he would fall down. Okay? So you see that equation right there? That's what you would be writing right here, okay? So you want to do that for each of these problems right here. And after that, you want to write down your answers to problem number 32. Now you'll notice that they only give you these lengths right here. Remember, lengths are positive. When you have the plus or the minus in front of the length, then it will move left or right, okay? So right here when I started, Cecil went back 2 feet, and then he went forward 2 feet. Then he went forward 10 feet, forward 10 feet, forward 8 feet, and then he went backwards 4 feet, giving him a total length of 24 feet, okay? So you're going to do that problem, and then you're going to do problem 32, and I will show you the correct answers to that. To represent the way that the acrobat could move across a span of 17 feet, Mara wrote the expression shown below. If each number represents a length in feet, check that each expression would get Cecil exactly to point B. Be prepared to defend each conclusion and with a diagram. So 7 plus 3 plus 7 is 17, so that does give us a span of 17 feet. 7 plus 10 is 17, so that's another yes. 10 plus 7 is 17, so that's another yes. 10 plus 10 is 20, plus a -3 is 17, so that also gives us a span of 17 feet. What does a -3 in part D represent as a movement for Cecil? That just means he goes backwards 3 feet, okay? All right, when you turn this in, you want to make sure you have the proper heading. You're going to put you're going to copy it onto a separate sheet of paper, and you will write down your first and last name on the separate sheet of paper, and write down the date and the class period. And also, I want you to write down this right there, okay, on that paper, so I know where to give you points. Okay, thanks, bye.